Hi, everybody. It's May 7, 2018. This is to you guys in Canada. Well, very good news. You have an attorney, one attorney, who has filed a lawsuit. The defendants, the lawsuit that was filed in Superior Court, Province of Quebec, District of Montreal. I will link to the article as well as what has been filed. I think this is 64 pages, and I think it's about 8 pages of defendants. One attorney, Charles O'Brien. I hope that you guys in Canada are not as immature, lazy, and narcissistic as we in America are in the United States. And no, I'm not going to stop saying that because it is the truth. You need to make a lot of noise about this lawsuit. I also don't know how corrupted your institutions have become. I do think that you're not far behind us here in the United States. And we have courts who are upholding corporations who are mandating arbitration, which knocks out an individual's right to seek redress for harm in our court system. These mandatory arbitration clauses knock out class action suits. Our corporate takeover has been thorough. So clearly, you're able still to file class action suits. And I would recommend that you contact that attorney. The attorney's name is always at the bottom of the filing. So this attorney's name is Charles O'Brien. Charles O'Brien. Now, I don't know. He might have a big law firm. He might be the senior partner of this law firm, and he has the resources and assistance of other attorneys and paralegals and secretaries, because, wow, will he need it? Will he need it? Because in this article, listed by Catherine Frompovich, are some of the defendants that this man is going up against. Air Canada for in-flight cabin Wi-Fi. Apple Canada for all its tech products producing electromagnetic frequencies. Aris Canada for internet protocols and satellite transmissions. BCE Bell Canada for cell towers, cell and smartphones. Cisco Systems Canada for modems, networks, Internet of Things. Google Canada Corporation for cell phones, laptops, cloud communications, and fraud. I'm only reading a few of what Catherine has listed, and that's only a few of what is listed in that lawsuit. Listed the defendants who are being sued. But you got Hydro-Quebec for improperly installed and located power lines, wireless smart meters. You got Google Canada for their cell phones, laptops, cloud communications. Honeywell Limited for computers, thermostats, security alarm systems, flight management systems. LG for smart speakers and cloud-based services. Mattel, Fisher, Price Canada for their baby monitors, plug-in kids' toys. Xbox, Microsoft, Philips. Restaurant Brands International for providing free Wi-Fi. Starbucks is listed for providing Wi-Fi. Samsung, cordless phones, cell phones, smart TVs, smart refrigerators. Royal Society of Canada for gross negligence and fraud in its description of science and safe levels of electromagnetic frequencies. Toshiba for cell towers, cell phones, Wi-Fi, and failure to notify. Volkswagen, Whirlpool, Xerox. Your Attorney General of Canada, Attorney General of Quebec, failure of the Canadian government, especially Health Canada, to fulfill their mandate, which is to ensure the best health of Canadians, and for their capitulation with industry to suppress health risks, conflicts of interest. Your government officials cozying up to corporate executives, failure to apply its environmental legislation permitting of electromagnetic frequency pollution, failure to make operational and enforce the electromagnetic frequency provisions in your Environment Quality Act, failure to adequately regulate and apply laws, regulations, codes, or bylaws. The government entities named herein were at fault, and you can take a look at the filing to find out all of the government entities that are named acting in bad faith and willingly participated in or sanctioned electromagnetic frequency pollution. Children are at particular risk due to cell phone radiation and its links to cancer. The provincial and federal governments hid information concerning electromagnetic pollution and its effects, willfully and intentionally caused prejudice to the Quebec population, its flora and fauna, children, pregnant women, and those electromagnetically sensitive, and hid the carcinogenic nature of these frequencies, the health risks due to the cumulative electromagnetic frequency exposure. To all of those who still roll their eyes, to all of those who are still asymptomatic, our environment has become uninhabitable now. It is a danger due to the saturation of these frequencies that are incredibly dangerous to our health, not just our health, all life, trees, all species, everything, the bees, the birds. And people have to care. People really do. I hope to God you Canadians care enough to lend your support to this attorney and get your voice loud enough so that if it's filed in a court with a judge that has been bought and sold, you make your voice so loud that that judge has to think twice about dismissing this case, because you know what? In our courts here, it would either be dismissed outright based on the studies that show no adverse effects. Would our courts care that those studies are industry-funded studies? Probably not. And if it was not dismissed outright, the corporate attorneys would file a summary judgment motion, which would mean that the attorney who brought the case would have to provide an awful lot of evidence. Look, it has become such a disgrace. The people on the whole, and I'm sure you guys are experiencing this too in Canada. But here, the American people on the whole have become thoroughly corrupted human beings. They care nothing about doing anything outside of just doing what makes them comfortable. They suffer the consequences. A whole lot of people are sick, and they're not attributing it to this poisonous environment that has manifested now. They don't attribute it to anything, I guess. I mean, I don't even know how. I don't even know how to 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 address the abject idiocy, immorality, and childlike behavior of the American people. I hope to God you Canadians are a little bit more mature and you recognize that, well, you recognize that this attorney has brought a class action suit. And who are the plaintiffs? You. You. We all benefit from the work of people who are taking action. But so many just sit back and do nothing. So I really do hope that you guys can muster up the energy and courage. This lawsuit has been filed for all persons who reside, work, study in any part of the province of Quebec, as well as the flora, fauna, pets, animals, as well as for anybody who sleeps, or for sensitive individuals like children, all children, pregnant women, persons who are sensitive, all persons, meaning all of you who are not yet sensitive, and all who suffered moral, not sure how he's going to prove that, but suffered moral, physical, psychological, and or genetic damages as a result of this electromagnetic frequency pollution that we are now dying from. Dying from. And you know what? If this gets traction, you guys in Canada, you are fighting for everybody in the world. This is no small thing. This is huge. And I'm very grateful that this attorney has the courage to go up against so many. He's virtually going up against every corporation, government entity, and no attorney would ever file a lawsuit like this without first doing a tremendous amount of research, putting together all of the evidence. They would not waste their time, energy, and money if they didn't think that they had a case. So when you have attorneys who bring these lawsuits, that means there's evidence that these frequencies are a danger. So for all of those who are rolling your eyes and calling people conspiracy theorists, my God, how do you heal these people? I don't know. So the link is below. And please pass this information around. Thank you.